Been doing a little bit of fishing today. I parked my kayak and just left the camera in the kayak. Walked a little bit, hiked up to a nice little area that I had never been in before. Got this newer dry bag. My other one, it got a hole in it, so I had to, wouldn't say upgrade, but get something else. What I'm gonna pull out of this dry bag, you guys are gonna laugh at me. But let's just keep in mind, let's keep an open mind here, guys. Come on, seriously. I didn't have supper last night. I had breakfast this morning, and I haven't had lunch yet. So this is my supper, breakfast, and lunch, or just some of it. I got some trail mix in the bag. Oh, just a few granola bars, but yeah. Beautiful day. It's really extremely windy out on the lake part of it. I just pulled in this nice little cove here and been fishing in here a little bit. Got one bite, but I think everything's just still a little too cold for him. Didn't really bite good enough for me. Well, I might turn the camera on a little bit so you can see how choppy the water is, but I'm really happy how this thing has performed. I honestly didn't get a whole lot of spray coming up. I did get a little, but it's good to know, how this thing's handling. Because I got my trip coming up, and I'm so enjoying this. It is a lot of fun. If you guys have never kayaked before, you got to do it. Buckskin88 had been trying to convince me into getting a kayak for some time, and it's like, I don't know, I've never been in one, I'm not sure about that, and well, I'm glad he did. Well, when you get back out there on the water, I might just cast in a line and let it drag behind the boat. I've had good luck that way a few times. I think I'll be cooking across the water a little too fast, though. I did see a few videos, some blogs or whatnot of some people taking umbrellas. And I would think this would ruin the umbrella, but what do I know? And using them basically as sails to sail across different points. I think you'd only want to use that if you're trying to get back to where you were wanting to be, or if your destination was further, because if you did that, that'd be extremely easy, and trying to paddle back upwind against all that would just suck. You could easily go further than you wanted to. Here, I'll let you get a look at this little spot. Yep, it's not much of anything, but it's these little spots that are special. Very special. Gosh, did I mention this seat is extremely comfortable? Love it. Maybe it looks so deceiving, but it kind of looks like the wind died down a little bit while I was up in the plane. think I'm gonna paddle the upwind edge of this. I'm about to run a turtle over. Oh, he's like, hey, I'm out of here. So sad that there's so many of these places that are so beautiful, but just a ridiculous amount of trash sometimes. I understand accidents, but truthfully, I bet 90% of this is not an accident. It's just kind of sad. They just think somebody else is going to clean that up for them, but hey, I was that guy too. I was that guy once where I would just toss my trash out the window, not a care in the world. Somebody else is going to clean that up. Well, now that I'm older, I realize that somebody's me, or it's nobody. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're the person that had been cleaning up my trash for somebody else's. Beautiful bird. Here at this lake, we have some bluish gray clay. There's a good streak or vein of it here. And I heard, but honestly I don't know, I haven't tried it, that streak can be used basically raw or used as is. It doesn't have to be processed as much. Wow, I see some shiny stuff over here. I kid you not, it looks like gold. Wow, it really does. Somebody needs to tell me if this is really gold. Fool's gold. I'm gonna have to pick some of that up for my daughter. She's completely into that kind of stuff. She likes it. Kind of be neat for her. Wanted to kind of give you a good idea of what I've been going through here the last, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. It's a real narrow creek, just deep enough to float the kayak. I actually wasn't going to go this way, but I thought, you know, I kind of want to get off and play around a little bit. I was going to go through that system there, which is actually the main channel through here. It is definitely a small, shallow creek, but yeah, I'm just gonna look around, play around, climb up on top, grab my haversack, just have a little bit of fun. I absolutely just love it out here. Even if the only thing I do is just walk around. It's the shots that I don't get that usually are the more pleasurable times. Just tromping around out here in this wetland, kind of marshy ground. So many cattails. There's spots where you'll step off and sink up in your boot there, but it's most beautiful, especially when this all greens up and new shoots come up. It's like a jungle. You can't hardly walk through it. Pretty nice patch of nettles right through here. Kind of just keeps going and going. They really are spread out throughout this entire area and all over the place, but this is a bigger patch of the ones that I've recently seen. Here's something that you see quite a bit out here, are patches of wild garlic and onion. They're so easy to pick out once you've actually identified it or you've seen it before. Yet for some reason it just pops and it's a slightly different color. When everything else is not quite so green, this definitely sticks out. Something very easy to see. Now see, this is a pretty good example. You can't really see it very good, but right here is wild garlic. Literally right there is water hemlock. Then we got cleavers here, and of course some grasses that I couldn't even imaginably tell you what they are. But when life is given to you, it can quickly be taken away. Right here we have some wild violets. I personally love eating the flowers. They've got it's a real slight one, but a slight sweet taste to it. They're a little, little treat. If you quit eating, all your sugary things, drinking your pop, basically cut most of the sugar out of your life, you'll notice a lot more if you dive into eating wild edibles. The different sweetnesses that you get from different plants, different flowers, I should say. Here's a closer view of water hemlock. Now my viewfinder's kind of messing up a little bit because I can't see the suns on it, but you can get an idea. This is just when it's sprouting, guys. It looks fairly similar once it has sprout, but you can kind of see what it looks like now. It's one of the first to come out. This channel is actually quite deeper than it looks in some places. It's a little bit hard to turn around sometimes. I think this is quite fun following this channel. I've gone up here far enough. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it this way. I know it's going to suck a lot if I get up far enough. So, well, it's gonna be hard to turn this around probably. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. So many different options of ways to go. Gotta remember which way I came. All these different channels. And get my phone out and take a picture. Just a fun little spot here. I gotta back up here and go down a different spot. Gotta go around that dam. Here in the state of Kansas, and I don't know where you're at, but it's illegal to tear up a beaver's dam. So I'm gonna kindly go around it. I'm gonna have to get out there soon enough. It's quite deep right here, actually. I just want to get in an area where it's safer to get out. Line the camera. There you go. Shoot me a bunch right now. That's it. I'm getting in now. It's gonna get deeper. Okay. So that was totally worth that to me. I used to walk this creek a lot when I was a kid. It's been a long time since I've been through that. paddle gets stuck in the mud. Yeah, now we're home free. Definitely. I wonder if it's still windy. Can't feel a thing when you're out here. Man, I can tell you that all the gunk has gotten blowed all up in this cove. Yeah, it looks windy. Usually this water's going out, so it's usually way nicer than that in here. Well, I had my fun for the day. I think I'm going to call it a day. Well, not necessarily, but I do believe I'm going to put the kayak up. And it's almost time for the wife to get off work. At least by the time I get into town. It'll be close to that. Yeah, check out them ducks. You can learn a lot from just observation, observing things. It's the weekend coming. I'm sure a lot more people are going to start coming out. It's going to be a nice weekend too. Ooh, bumped the log under the water here. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Hope you guys enjoy this Easter weekend. So far, I'm starting it off great.